Welcome back to TCM. I'm Alicia Malone, and for tonight's 31 Days of Oscar lineup, we've been watching a series of movies that won the Best Original Screenplay Academy Award. Up next is a fantastic murder mystery all about class and privilege, written by Julian Fellowes. From 2001, directed by Robert Altman, it's Gosford Park. Now, in the years since Gosford Park, Julian Fellowes has become famous for writing and creating the acclaimed TV series Downton Abbey and The Gilded Age. In both those shows, we meet people who live upstairs with all of the wealth and privilege, and those who exist downstairs working for them. And it was on Gosford Park that Fellowes first explored this theme, though the story idea didn't start with him. You can actually trace the origins back to actor Bob Balaban, who was tired of waiting for a good role to come his way. He'd been reading a lot of Agatha Christie novels and came up with a plot involving a group of friends who spend a weekend together and one of them is murdered. Balaban called Robert Altman, who liked the concept, further suggesting they make a film that was a sort of twist on the British TV show Upstairs, Downstairs, adding in a murder mystery. They first approached Tom Stoppard to write the screenplay, but he said this was not really his thing. Then Balaban and Altman went to two of the creators of the Upstairs Downstairs show, Eileen Atkins and Jean Nash, and when that didn't work out, they went to Julian Fellowes. Fellowes said it was surreal to be working with a famous American director on a film about British society, and he was excited about Balaban's concept that this would be less of a whodunit and more of a who cares whodunit. The final screenplay is set in the British countryside in the 1930s, featuring characters who all have complex relationships with one another, and the impressive cast includes Maggie Smith, Helen Mirren, Clive Owen, Ryan Phillippe, Michael Gambon, Kristen Scott Thomas, Kelly MacDonald, Emily Watson, Richard E. Grant, Stephen Fry, Alan Bates, and Bob Balaban. From 2001, enjoy Gosford Park. Screenwriter Julian Fellowes was on the set of Gosford Park each day during filming because director Robert Altman had a microphone on every actor, asking them to improvise during the group scenes, and Fellowes was responsible for keeping the film historically accurate. It turned me, Fellowes said, into a sort of monsieur non-figure. Whenever I spoke, there was a sort of feeling because I was going to say she wouldn't be in the dining room, she is a lady's maid. And it wasn't until several weeks into filming that Altman decided that the characters played by Eileen Atkins and Helen Mirren should be sisters, so Fellowes had to quickly come up with a plausible storyline. Gosford Park was nominated for 7 Oscars, winning 1 for Fellowes' original screenplay, and as Fellowes said, Gosford Park, quote, made me a player. After that, I was in the game at a fairly senior level. When I'm dead and someone watches this film as an example of what I did, I'll be glad to be judged on it. And we have another winner of the Best Original Screenplay up next on TCM. Stay with us after the break for a 1976 satire about the media with a brilliant script by Paddy Chayefsky.
Next on TCM, Network, then Princess O'Rourke, and later Pygmalion. It's Do Little, Do Late on TCM tonight.